Okay, this is Peter Darts Clairvoyant here, and I'm doing the astrology reading now for Taurus for September 2019. So Taurus, September 2019. So here we just feel like certain things now that we're not exactly happy with, but I just get the feeling now over the next sort of 3 days or 3 weeks, we're going to start to resolve issues of the past because we are walking away now in a new direction. And if you can see this is coming out very strong here, but there's still things to deal with the Page of Swords, because if you look at this page here, he's swinging his sword here, he's cutting through all the crap, and he's dealing with things. So it's about sort of facing everything head on now and not brushing things under the carpet. And then as we do that, we start to get where we need to be. But there's still big decisions to be made. But these decisions are causing ripple effects as we're moving forward. But I do feel they are positive ripple effects because it is creating change. And I just feel as though whatever's been holding us back, connected with the past, it will start to break. So this ball and chain here that is holding us back to do with the past, it will go, it will dissipate. And if you look at opposite the Devil card, we've got the Wheel of Fortune here. So basically, a lot of positiveness is coming in. But the problem that we've got is it's draining us energy. You know, we're feeling a bit drained, a bit run down. So, you know, it's not simple, it's not easy, but we've just got to stay focused. So all I would say is now is just try and focus on your diet now a little bit to build up your strength. So as you do that, you start to feel a bit better about things. But I do get the feeling now, keep looking forwards. This is saying to keep looking forwards. If you look at this person, he's standing on a hill, he's looking at a distant land, and you know, he's looking forward and he isn't looking backwards. So continue to make those decisions, continue to look forward, and it's all in your capable hands. And bit by bit, you will get there. Even if, you know, it's letting go of things we don't like or it's upsetting us. We've got to continue on this path because it's like we're giving up things now for what we truly want. And I just feel as though it really is good. So, but whatever it is you're doing now, it's like it's got to be what you truly want. It's not got to be superficial. It's got to be there. It's got to be what you want and what you're seeking. But we've got to stop living in the past. We've got to keep looking forwards. And the more we do that, the better we get where we need to be, the quicker we get where we need to be. And things start to become more positive and more settled. So stay focused on those things now that we're seeking, because it's so important as we're moving in this new direction that we keep looking forward and we're not looking backwards, because looking forwards, looking backwards is holding us back. Looking forwards, it's victorious, it's in all our hands. But this past is negative. So we've got to keep looking that way. So gradually we are starting to get where we need to be. You know, it isn't easy, it's not simple, but if I look at that as a whole, I just feel as though, you know, it's pretty positive. You know, there are some issues, some little, you know, little things here that are not so like good or so nice, but you know, nothing is ever simple getting where we need to be. Okay, right, let's have a look at relationships. So relationships for Taurus. Whoops, not my camera there, sorry about that. I'll settle down. Okay, so relationships here. Sometimes I feel like you Taurians here are feeling a little bit guarded, a bit protective of yourself. It's like you've got your barriers up here. It's like, whoa, you're not coming in. I'm not letting you in. Stay back. And basically now it's saying you've got to let these barriers down bit by bit now. And then as you do that, you can open yourself up to new thoughts, new beginnings, new possibilities, new relationships. Now, obviously, if it doesn't work for you, you can put your barriers straight back up. Absolutely fine. And also, instead of being this guarded, strong, protective person that you always are, try to show your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings a little bit more. Because the Queen of Cups, she's a very emotional, sensitive woman. And it's almost like sometimes you think it's good to be strong, which it is, don't get me wrong, but showing your sensitive side completes you as a person. And if you can keep your strength, you know, and your sensitive side as well, then I just feel as though it's kind of balancing you out. Okay, but I feel so as you focus on this, your life is going to blossom out and grow. Because if you look at that desert land, it's like there isn't much there. But as you open yourself up, you show your emotions. It's like here, we blossom and grow. See the little green shoots coming? This is a bit like a tree. So nothing happens overnight. It takes time, effort and patience. But bit by bit, you get there. So things are coming good. But I like that because it's slow, positive growth. It's not going to come crashing down. And I just feel as though now there's certain things we're holding on to. And it's like we need to let go now and move forward. And don't be frightened to communicate your thoughts with the Knight of Swords. Because it's like we're charging forward, going forward, communicate your thoughts. Try and put all confusion to the back of you. And that is the key now of moving forward. So it's all fresh starts, new beginnings, to do with relationships, to do with marriage. You know, it's definitely all there. So it just feels that this is really, really good. And I would say as you get the communication resolved here, because there's a bit of like a split here of communication. And as you start to communicate, this gap comes closer, closer together. And this is where your growth comes in. And then it's like you've got different paths here as you start to resolve things. You have to say, right, am I moving forward with this? Or am I moving off in a different direction? You'll figure it out. You'll choose the right path, which way you're going. But it feels like whichever way you're going, you're creating this fresh start. There's a new gateway to your life here. And you're looking forward. And it's all kind of coming good. But all you've got to do is keep being strong. But don't sort of shy away from your sensitive side, because especially if you're the female Taurian, you know, it's good to be strong and protective of yourself, but men do like to see your sensitive side as well. You know, they want a sensitive, passionate woman in their life, and this is what it's all about. So yes, they like strong, yes, they like independent women, but a bit of emotion, a bit of thought, a bit of feeling, and then it completes you and brings everything together. And I feel so that is really, really good. So try and get those things sorted out. And if some of you are going through a difficult period, then maybe you need to seek outside advice. In other words, marriage counselling or something like that, possibly. Right, let's have a look at career goals for Taurians. Okay, so here's your definitive Taurian card, Taurus. The Justice card. Oh no, sorry, that's a lie. That's Libra, isn't it? Don't know why I was drawn to that then as being the Taurus card. Way off mark. But I was seem to draw to it for some reason. So maybe what it's saying is here, as I reevaluate that, is you've just got to get a bit of balance in your careers now, but sometimes you do like things to be in order. So now, just feel like you've got to come out your comfort zone, upset the apple cart a little bit, and see where life takes you. Now, some of you are going to be thinking about motherhood. So it's either, you know, you'll be wanting a child, so you're at a crossroads and resolving this as if to say, how's this going to fit in with career path? Or maybe you've got children and you've got to think about the way forward now to get the balance of what you're wanting, but not upsetting the balance of family life. But I just feel as though it can be done. But this is where maybe we need to bring partners into it, because there is love here. And as we support each other and resolve things with the Lovers card coming in, you can kind of get what you're wanting on your career paths. Okay, but I feel so generally, whether you're female or male, you are coming to a bit of a crossroads here, and you're doing a bit of reevaluating now where you're at, where you are with your careers. But whatever you do, don't worry about money. Do not bring money into your choices. I know it's so easy for me to say that, but it feels like you've got to come out your comfort zone now and just take some chances. But there's definitely a good solid base here to build upon things. And any of you are thinking about sort of doing anything to do with helping, guiding people, looking after people, caring, counselling, social work, all those kind of things, think you'd be very, very good at it. But some of you do get a little bit stressed with different things. So try not to get involved in something where it's too much for you, where you can't feel like you can't deal with it or cope with it, or you're taking the stress home with you, because you don't want that happening, because that will be affecting home life, which will cause some concerns here. So it's about trusting your intuition now, finding what you truly love and just going for it. And then as you do that, you really are onwards and upwards. But I feel like careers are looking pretty promising. And I feel so that is absolutely fantastic. So there's a lot of good things to come in here, but you've just got to trust your intuition now and just go for it. And then things really start to take off for you career-wise. So it's about getting the balance between motherhood, children, what's going on around you. But then as you start to figure it all out and you resolve it all kind of starts coming good for you in a sense. So I think that's really good. So I would say definitely onwards and upwards. And I'm getting the feeling sort of by Christmas time, you should be knowing what you're wanting career-wise, and things are fitting in quite nicely, and you've made some of these changes, or you kind of know where you're at in December and you're ready for January for it all to kick in. Right, let's have a look at family. Right, this is a little bit interesting. Okay, a little bit of negativeness coming in here a little bit. Okay, so then family, it's not just like your own little family, it's family around you. Just be careful who you trust and who you confide in. It's like not everybody's got your back. It's like they're stabbing you in the back a little bit. So I feel so some of you with family, you'll know who it is, who you can't quite trust, or they seem to let you down. It's like I just feel so, I'm not saying don't connect with them, but just connect with them in small doses, or don't rely on them to get something done. Because it's like either they let you down or they're not quite doing it the way you want it done, or they've all got their own agenda. So just watch that a little bit. But gradually I feel so family ties will come together. Beautiful star card saying there's hope for the future. Somebody in family is going to be thinking about a house move, and I feel so that could have a real impact on family ties, but I do feel as though it's good for them. So I just feel as though that's good. Also, there's a nice relationship coming in here together, a new relationship within family, and I feel as though they're going to make a very positive impact on the family growing and moving forward, which is lovely. Somebody's going to need somebody help decorating, creatively decorating the home a little bit. So I'd say that's probably an elderly member of family, or somebody isn't very good at decorating, might sort of connect with you, rely on you, or perhaps want some advice. But I just feel as though everything's fine there, but it's just keep an eye on these trust issues or being let down a little bit. It's like, you know, they are there for you, but it's, you just, I don't know, it's, you just can't rely on them 100%. Right, let's have a look at money for you, Taurians. Okay, money's not negative. There's little things to sort out with money. You're going to try and sort of focus on where money's going for the future. Try not let it worry or drain your energy. You know, money seems to be okay. As long as you're looking after it, being wise with it, focusing on your future goals, money seems to be getting where it needs to be. So I feel so that's good. Plus, we are coming out of the summer holidays now, so money should be becoming more fruitful. Okay, and let's have a quick look at health. So with health, make sure you've got your injection sorted out if you're going anywhere. Keep an eye on your hands or your wrists aching, and just watch your stomach areas. And if your stomach is playing up, just perhaps go and listen to what your doctor's going to say, do a bit of research yourself, and bring positive foodstuffs into your diet. So other than that, you're generally fine. So I hope all that's made sense to you. So I wish you well, and please tune into your next video, and we'll see what we get with that. Okay, and if you do want any private videos, please do inbox me or phone me up, and we can get that sorted for you. So thank you very much for listening.